Yeah, you can see all of those folks it's capturing there.
Hey friends, Robert here with Coastal GX. I'm bringing you a very special product review today. This is right here the Thermal Master NV300 Max. This is a thermal camera, okay? Thermal camera that goes on your vehicle so that you can see at night. But it does so many cool things. This is not new technology, obviously. There are thermal cameras, FLIR cameras out there in the market, but this one is the first of its kind here in the US, okay? And I get to review it for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at what comes inside. Okay, let's open it up. First of all, what I'm noticing is that the packaging is like Apple product quality right here. I mean, they really took a lot of care in sending it to you. It's a very simple way of setting it up. And first, let's try to get this out of here. This right here, you're looking at the little camera unit to tell you. It looks like, I don't know, maybe like 4-5 inches, 5 by 5, maybe 6 by 6, not even. It's a very small little unit, but this is going to go on the roof of Sandy right here. And let's see what else it comes with. And so that you can take a look at, you can see it inside. It has this unit. It looks, I guess you could kind of describe it kind of like maybe like your average, larger cell phone. Yeah, it's about the size of my 16 Pro Max. And this is going to be the little screen that's going to be inside the dashboard there where Sandy's at. Let's go ahead and open this up. And here we have the cable, and we have a bunch of other, oh, let me see here. We have the cable and a bunch of other important little items that I'm sure are going to come in handy for the installation.
Okay, friends, so now to the next phase. Let me show you. I got the screen right here, okay? It is detachable. You can actually, put it wherever you need or whatever. But I wanted to give you a little bit of details with it. You see the little power input right here, okay? USB-C connector. And then you have an SD card, all right? There you are. That's it right there. And you just place it in there and it clicks in there. So now I'm going to show you how I have it set up, how I built it up, and how easy it was to install, okay? It's just as easy as this. I'm going to connect it right here. Okay, now it came with everything that you see here. Let me go ahead and connect the power right here. Let me see here. I'm going to have to put this camera down. Okay, so just connected the power right there, as you can see. And the way I have it set up, because I have this dash cam that I use all the time for video purposes, I only have one connector over here, but I like to use my Jesper little power block over here, to connect any other accessories like my Wii Boost or whatever. In this case, I'm going to be using it to connect, oh, that is the Wii Boost. I'm going to use it to connect the NV300 Max thermal camera. I'm trying to do everything here with one hand. And of course, once I power it up, you're going to see right here. Let's have it power up. And there you go. Once it powers up, it's going to come to this default screen right here. It has an OBD connector that if you want to plug it into your OBD port, I did not choose to do that, but you can certainly do that. And it'll send a signal here so that you can, it can register your miles per hour and all sorts of information, regarding with your vehicle. This is a 3-in-1. Oh, did you hear that? That's the AI talking about warning on the vehicle that's in front of us, which is that bus over there. But let me put it on full screen. It is a touch screen, so you just press it here, and there you go. Alrighty, so right now we have it on white hot. This particular vehicle, oh, and it's detecting that person over there, as you can see. There's someone way over there at like 300 yards away, and but the scope of the camera narrows down, when it is on the thermal mode. And right now we have it on white hot. All right. Now, what I was going to say is that this particular vehicle right here, when it showed up, it showed registered like heat down here. Now the temperatures are like 70 degrees outside. It's really nice and fresh, and getting a phone call over here. But oh, there's that person that's walking way over there, and as you can see him, he's making an appearance here. But yeah, like I said, the scope does narrow down when it's on thermal mode. And right now it's on white hot. Now, you can just press the screen here and hit the little settings display. And you can go to general, where you can adjust the brightness. Now, I like it, fully bright, so I left it at that. It also has alarm sensitivity. So you can choose whether the AI registers this, at high frequency, standard, or low. Okay, I just left it at standard, and I kept the brightness all the way up. Display. I went ahead and the pedestrian, highlight close distance to pedestrians, AI results display, image enhancement. And right now I am choosing to view my thermal in infrared pseudo color. Okay. So let's hit that. Right now it's on white hot. Like I mentioned, you can also select black hot. Let's see how this looks. That is, the black parts are going to be those are going to be the hot areas, right? I'd rather have it the other way around, the white hot, okay, instead of black spots being hot. But there you can see that person moving across the screen there, and so you can see. All right. Now let's see. Let's go ahead and get out of this, and let's choose rainbow. Let's see how rainbow looks. Let's go back to the full screen. And yeah, this is what you would probably, think about as what a thermal camera would show you in the range of colors, by the spectrum of those colors, right? So, the lighter areas, the red would be the hot points. You can see right here in the axle, the human over here, that person walking way in the distance, that the camera's managing to capture, that's what you can see there. That's another good way of looking at it. Now, let's choose something else. Let's use primary colors. These are your primary colors. It's just another way of registering it, I guess. I don't know if you would prefer that instead. And let's go look at the last one is lava. Let's see how that looks. Whoops. Okay, yeah, I don't know about that. Like I said, this is all just preference. I don't really see, I can't distinguish, the colors of those vehicles very well. Maybe if I switch it, this is dual spectrum. So on the left side, remember, this is a 3-in-1 camera. So it's a dash cam, okay? It's a thermal cam as well. All right, and it's you can do it with voice commands as well. All right, so you see this one is going to show you on the right side, the thermal side is going to show you a closer type of image, where on the left side, you're going to have a wider scope. All right, so let's keep moving to the right. This is auto mode. And this is visible light right here mode, which is the entire camera. So this is going to be like more like for if you want to use it as a dash cam, okay? And fusion mode, this is like an in-between, between the thermal and the camera mode, okay? And it'll allow you to still, the AI is still going to capture the cars, distinguish the cars, and it's going to get the people. Even though they're hiding way back there, it still wants to get them. It still wants to distinguish them. Here comes a car right in front of me, and it was able to get it, okay, as it was driving past. Let's see how it looks. You see all those people going by way out there, and it's able to get them as well. Very interesting the way it works. Up to 300 yards, guys, up to 300 yards. That's where it can capture these images. And so, yeah, very interesting the way it works. I am going to go back to my preferred way of looking at things, which is the white hot, okay? Yeah, that's going to be my preferred method of viewing things. So anything really that's white, that's going to be what I'm going to be focusing on. If it's white, that's the heat part of it all. It's starting to rain over here, so it's going to be interesting how it performs. I want to show you how I set it up out here. This doesn't mean that you should set it up this way or not. That's just the way I chose to do it. But as you can see, I had it mounted right in the middle. Now, some people feel that it's better to put it a little bit over the driver's side, a little bit further this way. So let me shoot it from the front so that you can see what I'm talking about. You see, I just chose to put it right in the center, and that works for me. But when it narrows down that view, I guess it is a little bit better if it moves a little closer to the driver's side, if you want to focus it that way. So I just ran it. The Thermal Master will send you everything you need to attach it. So I just ran the cable through there, brought it down through here. On my GX, I have this little gap, so I was able to fit the cable in through here. So I didn't have to make any major, or actually no major modifications, nothing at all. I just brought the cable through here, then through there, and then from here I was able to connect it to the camera. And but anyway, so I just ran my cables this way. You might not want to do that. Maybe you want to put a little more effort into the way that you're going to do your setup. But I just, for me it works. I mean, this is my vehicle. I am not big into, it's got to look all pretty and stuff. I just want it to work, and I don't want the cables to be in my way. So this is good enough for me. Let's go ahead and drive around here, and let's keep playing with this thing. Hey friends, so it's the following day, and I've been waiting for it to get dark, and here we are. Darkness is upon us. Yesterday I had to just quit shooting with the camera because the rain was making it very difficult for me to continue shooting. And so here we are the following day. It's still drizzling off and on, but nothing that bad. So let's continue with the testing at night. Let's see how it goes. we're gonna go ahead and connect the camera. And I'm choosing one of the most busiest areas in my little town here, and so that we can check out how it performs at night. It is Christmas time, so as you can imagine, you know, this shopping center, we're probably going to be very busy. So once again, you know, it's going to come up with the regular, actually the split, you know, if I had the OBD connected, but I don't. And right now, as you can see, let me go ahead and set it up here. You know, it's recording right now, and it is acting like a dash cam. But let's keep swiping. That's a dual spectrum right there. Okay, and I still have it with white hot, but I'm gonna choose. Let's see if we can. That's visible light mode. That's fusion. And that's thermal. Okay, so we're gonna keep it on thermal, and let's see how it performs.
Warning. Too close.
Ah, did you hear that? Warning, too close.
Hazard.
So the AI was working just fine there, warning me to be careful with that vehicle. So we're gonna continue to see let's see how it does with human beings. And we're gonna come up to an area right now where there's gonna be plenty of people going back and forth, you know, into the stores and back to their vehicles. So here we are, you know, your typical, you know, night over here at a shopping center, which I can honestly tell you I hate so much. And let's see. Car ahead moving. Let's let this couple go by. You saw that there was like a little delay there, I noticed. It did get them, but there was like a little delay. I've noticed that once in a while. We should be coming up to where there's a bunch of people. Just a few yards.
Car ahead moving.
That car just darted up in front of me. Yeah, we're coming up to a pedestrian crossing. Very busy pedestrian crossing. Yeah, you can see all of those folks it's capturing there. I'm just gonna go ahead and let this truck go
Car
by.
ahead moving.
But yeah, the thermal camera, you know, with no obstructions, with no rain, doing very well. But you saw that the car went by. There was a car that went by and it just kind of glitched for a second there. Let's keep on going. You know what I noticed? That some of these boxes are red and some of them are green. And then some of the boxes that it records are orange. I don't really know. I'm gonna try to see if I can find out what the difference is. I don't know if it's because if it's a distance thing. If it's red, it's probably closer. If it's green, it's further. And that's what it appears to be. The further away it gets, you know, it changes color. So if yeah, that is true. If the box is red, that means that the proximity of the vehicle is closer. And as it's going away, it's yellow and then it turns green, meaning it's safer, I guess. It's at a safer distance. So here we are. We've entered a residential area, very dark area. And I frequent this area a lot. And What I don't like is that even though there's street lights and sidewalk and all that, people don't respect the sidewalk. For some reason, they like to walk right in the middle of the street, and which makes no sense to me. But because of the canopy of the trees, they're so tall that they block most of the street lights. Therefore, it is a very dark neighborhood, to drive around. And so if there's a pet or, obviously a human being or somebody, you could really see how this might be able to be of benefit. Unfortunately, I tried, guys, living in South Texas, I have access, to several friends, that have control or own ranches or properties where there's deer, different type of animals there, where you could actually, get to see this thing in action. It's been raining and my friends haven't been able to get me on their properties because, the muddy roads and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, maybe in the future I can, when I go and visit with them, I can take the camera and, do a little follow-up with it. But this is pretty much, how the camera is performing, how it's working. What do I think about this camera? I think, you saw it for yourself. If it's going to be raining, I don't know if it's going to perform that well. Okay, the AI is it appears to be working a lot better. The AI alert system, it appears to be working a lot better when it is clear. But yesterday when it was raining, well, not so much. Anyway, if you do a lot of driving and or you're commuting in areas where it's very, very dark, so you're always on the highway at night, I could definitely see this being, helpful to you just with the screen alone, man. It's so awesome to have this technology at your fingertips. However, I don't know. For me, I do most of my driving during the day. I am going to keep this camera on my vehicle because I can definitely see some potential when driving on the beach at night, and maybe having an animal pop up or whatever. I think that would be a treat, to be able to see something like that. To see what I can find out there. And of course the safety would be great as well, just because in the summer at the beach, all of these people are, with their children, they're running back and forth and whatnot, and it is a safety issue. So to be able to see, people at night, especially children, darting out, from their camping grounds or whatever, this would be a great help. Anyway, if you are interested in this camera and this system, so easy, I think it would make a great gift. Go ahead and check out the links in the video description and enjoy. I think it's gonna be something that you're gonna be quite pleased with. It is what it is. I think it's super easy to set up, and it might bring you some value. Okay, have a good one.